Hello, welcome back to another video. The match that we're looking at today is the first match that I played in the Crawley Grand Prix. It's the first Grand Prix that I have entered. So it was over a whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And there's a whole massive hall filled with people. And in this band 6, I played against Shamir again, who, if you saw the video against him, I lost to in the 5th set previously, so I was quite determined to try and beat him this time because it was a very close game last time too. Slightly hesitant now. I could have stepped in and tried to open up there. My open-ups on the forehand are quite consistent, but my recovery afterwards isn't so great. He blocks them back well, and then, I sort of just block it back when I should continue attacking. I have been practicing serves recently, so I used a few serves that I don't normally, which is nice. One of my YouTube commenters said about how I never serve from the forehand side, so I've tried to do that a little bit more. That's the right idea. Okay, on to the second set. $7.55, go. I've realised that quite a lot of times in matches, because I was playing some matches today in training, that I think too much about my technique, and either I need to recover faster, or I need to stay lower, or I need to do this on the forehand or backhand, instead of thinking of tactics. I'm just thinking about my own performance when I should think, that's more for long-term improvement. You have the level that you're playing at the moment. You can try and play better by thinking positively, but ultimately it's the tactics that's going to help in the short term to help you win the game. I'm finding his serves difficult, especially the one to my backhand. It's a bit lucky there. Again, just not ready after the block comes back. Just lucky again. Stretching there, I just try to use my arm. Another thing I've been noticing is that I need to rotate on the forehand. Sometimes I just react and use my arm, especially if it's from a block and not like an initial open up. But maybe that's because for counters, sometimes you can just counter it with your forearm without rotating, because you don't need to add much to it, but maybe that's not the right form. This is a shame because I was up quite a bit and now I'm letting it go this set. Lots of forehands into the net here. I was trying to take my time a bit more this tournament, taking a few towel breaks when I feel like I needed it. And I did try and use my timeouts this tournament too. Yeah, threw that away really, that second set. I should have won that. 13-13, go. Quite a lot of it is I serve and then I get the third ball on and then I think it's over. I sort of relax when I need to stay in the fighting mentality. Every ball is coming back. I need to attack every ball once I start the open up and expect it to come back and recover afterwards. Okay, nice attack on the backhand. He seems to push quite a lot from my serves and waits for me to open up and then tries to block until I miss, which is working quite well so far because I do miss after 3 or 4 balls normally. Nice counter. That quite often happens to me as well. If I've just hit a forehand down the line or to the opponent's backhand and then I try and finish it to their forehand, because it's a change of direction that I'm trying to hit the ball in, I just can't get the contacts. I think it's just the position I'm in when I hit the ball, or maybe it's just the timing issue. I just need to practice that. But quite often I don't get the right contacts and it hits the net. Ah, man. I think that happened again earlier in the game. Jumping to try and flip, you need to stay low. Oh, that happened the last match that I played against him. I managed to react and get one of his smashes back. Nearly jumped half a metre in the air then. I think my posture is slightly too high there and needed to use more rest on the backhand. Again, not enough space. Pull the timeout here. Not looking that great, I just not in the right positions to hit the shot really. Well, just not staying low enough really, that's the problem. Managed to get 2 points back from his serve, that's nice. Ooh. This is a nice towel break from me because he's just got a clip. I don't want to just rush into the next point and him, just do a fast serve and he miss it. So jumping again. We're both making mistakes here, really. if I was against a more consistent player, the game would be over here because he would have just hit that finisher on. So tense. I kept on having a fighting mentality here, though. Even though both of us were missing, it's hard to really analyze this because we're just both missing our shots, really. Okay, that was nice. Managed to clinch it back, just about. One of the longest sets there. Lots of balls coming into our court, and with the timeout and me taking towel breaks as well. On to the fourth set. 23-24, go. So all of his serves that he does long to my backhand are mostly just side spin, and I just leave my bat open and let the spin bounce off and hit it over. So for a slightly better player, that would allow them to attack, but that's like sort of the only way that I'm able to return his serve. Maybe I should try and flick it, but I just wasn't confident in that moment. Nice push, move him around a bit, wait for the right one to open up. Nice lead here. Bat was too open there. I'm nodding when he misses the serve. So my open up was a bit too high. I think I left it too late, potentially, to hit it, or I just went more up than forwards when I opened up, so that let him attack a little bit, but it was fine. My posture is still quite high, I think, even when I'm hitting those pushes. difficult because it's harder work to stay in that low position. You use more of your legs, but it is ultimately better, and you play. It's easier to hit shots when you're in that lower position. So I just need to force myself to do it and get used to doing it. Again, not recovering after the third ball. It's not going to be a finisher. I need to be always ready for the return. There's the one that I was talking about. I just put the bat out there to block it back when most of the time he's serving to my backhand. I could try go for an inside out forehand or flick or take a step back and open up with the backhand. This heavy spin there, it's nice. It is just the recovery in my game, I think. I can hit some nice open-ups, especially with my forehand, but it's the recovery. Often the open-up shot is too big, and then I just freeze and watch the ball instead of recovering. I think it's just slightly lazy when I try and just almost flick the ball from the middle of the table with my backhand. I'm so high up, I'm basically standing up. So it's just hard to generate that power. This is the first time I'm watching a match where I'm looking at those serves from my forehand side, and I always think that it's going to look like I don't know what the serve, like a bit like a tomahawk serve or like straight side spin, but I realise it just looks a bit weird when I'm shaking my bat, but I'm trying to disguise it as I'm going to go side spin. A bit like a hook serve, but it's like from this perspective, it seems obvious that it's just going to be like float or backspin. I think he calls a timeout here. A bit lucky there, got the net and then managed to hit the ball like behind me. Thanks to my long arms. Even then, when I finish the ball, I'm like almost completely standing up just watching it, and then I celebrate, but I'm not ready for, I'm not in the right position if the return was going to come back. It's nice from him. really happy to get into the 5th set there. (32-10), go. No open ups on the backhand either. I was too, like I said in the previous video, I'm often too close to the table. There we go, that was nice and compact, not too big, but got the job done. And because it wasn't so big, it's easy to recover that way as well. I mean, everything at this point is pretty predictable, but it's because it's such a close game. I don't want to try anything new. I don't want to try and flick one of his serves, because that might just be a cheap point that he gets. You know, I'm just doing what is working at the moment, what has got me these last 2 sets, and trying to bring it home in the 5th here. Nice counter from him, a nice finisher. Nice. A rare backhand open up, which went on and then finished to his backhand, which is also rare, so lovely. We swap sides. There we go. Nice and calm, recovering, trying to move him around. Oh, great from him. Again, it's recovery. It's on my serve sometimes too. If I think I'm going to catch them out, oh, haven't done this serve in a while, maybe they'll hit it into the net. I don't recover as fast because I don't expect to return. Nice open up. Not quite enough force on that forehand. The like finishing point needs to go a bit up. It needs to finish up for the flick against backspin. Okay, it looks like I'm going to bring this match home now. 9-4. Fast serve. I didn't do many of them. Nice one to put that in. It's so easy in hindsight and looking at the video back, seeing what shots I'm not doing much of. Like, all of my returns basically are passive. They're either pushing or touching or just passive doing that. It got me the win against him, and I'm really happy that I brought that back from 9-5 in the 3rd. Took that timeout, took my time, and did get a bit lucky because he missed a few serves. We both missed a little bit, but I managed to pull through. So I was really happy with that win, especially as he had beaten me before in a previous 2-star. But yeah, in hindsight, it's really easy to see, okay, I'm not doing many of these serves. I'm not attacking his serve. I'm not attacking on the return, etc., etc. And in the match itself, because so much emotion is in there, and you're just thinking about your performance in terms of what shots are you getting on, rather than, as I was saying at the beginning, tactics, which is what I need to think about more. Varying it up, varying the placement, trying to trick my opponent and do different serves and think about where the return is going to go to, and really just I need to drill home staying in a low posture position, recovering after every ball. And even if I think I'm going to catch them out with my serve, recover for that as well. Don't serve and stand up and then be surprised when it comes back. But I'm happy that I'm taking my time when I'm serving, even if I'm not recovering afterwards. I'm taking my time. I took the time out, took a few towel breaks, and that was an important part of what helped me come back, definitely. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.